G'day. How you doing?
Oh man, loving it. Driving my non-pink truck.
Huh. I love that meme. That's fantastic. Remember when Cogs were full-sized?
Yeah, there've been some good ones.
What's everyone collecting?
Demon
Finished
King.
Ancient Council.
Everything again.
I've
Ruby's
hoped.
he wants to get a full set of commons, uncommons, and rares again. So that'll probably be the goal for the rainbows.
I saw you snatch up all those Jeweled Earth on sale night.
I was trying to complete the set, but I'm still too short. And there you go, Z Train. Yeah, I actually love Candyman, and that's my favourite. And I was reluctant to say which one I liked because last time I talked about one, I couldn't buy them anymore. Oh, Demon King, nice. That's beautiful.
I love
the
that
artwork.
set. That's beautiful. Fantastic.
Oh, it's absolutely next level. And I think that if you guys remember from the first edition and the second edition, in the first edition, I went in and bought all of these. Like, if you have a look at what are the commons worth in first edition now? Someone said you can't buy them for under $1. The cheapest is. That's weird. Price lowest. Oh, that's mint one only. Yep. $1.33. You could actually go in and buy them all for nothing in the beginning, and then once the game comes out and it requires you to have sets, it's going to be very very full on for sure. All right, where do we start? I'm either Demon King or Candyman. If Pete comes, is Pete here?
Oh, I think he's taking a break after completing his Royal Pineapple. Ugh.
I was going to say I'll crack a pack for you guys if someone wants to do the wheel. But Pete's not here. Maybe I'll do it as a giveaway. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do it as a giveaway. Why not? We can definitely do that. Cannot do spreadsheets for more than one person. Brain goes all mushy. So has anyone someone said that someone's completed a full set?
A few of us have it. A few of us have. I've completed the Demon King and a Drury Castle, and I think XP's done a couple as well.
But it's 2 minutes out to my phone.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm only one away from the Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Gate's lovely, isn't it? I like the way that they've upgraded the borders. I think that's really looks really cool how they've made them a little bit more modern. I think it's going to be very appealing to the gaming side of things as well. I'm trying to see if I've got questions here as well that I've missed. God, some of these memes are outrageous. Some of them are absolutely fantastic. Taiwan foil. You remember that? Apprentice, you remember that? What's a Taiwan foil now?
Taiwan foil is like $10, I think.
Taiwan foil, $10.80 for the cheapest Taiwan foil.
Yeah.
I remember when they were worth. I can't even remember. They were worth nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You didn't see the message. I completed my Royal superset.
The Royal.
I let him know.
Oh,
Yep,
come
Royal.
on. When I thought he completed a normal superset, a Royal superset. Oh my god.
Royal superset with the 4 goals.
Is that why you
The
sound
4
so
goals this
tired,
time
mate?
around. Huh? No. I'm sound so tired because working on on the BSE stuff.
What about Pete? I was saying, how do we do a pack crack?
That correct?
I can give a pack.
For what? Like to give away?
Yeah.
That's rough. Oh, Benny, do you feed the hamsters?
I think they're dead, Pete. You might need to replace them.
Yeah, I think we need to get new hamsters.
Pete, I think you forgot
Oh,
to
man.
flip the switch and turn on the good stuff. You forgot the algorithm. That's why.
The quality of the packs didn't improve even after all this time.
Yeah, it's not exactly awe-inspiring, was it?
Yeah, no.
What was the best thing that come out of those?
The second pack? Nothing.
What
The
came
two
out of the
ultra
first?
rares.
I missed it.
The 2 ultra rares.
First pack 2 ultra and second pack nothing. That pack.
Pete.
Look at that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you got a foil slammer. A rare slammer. That's it. Right. So it started here. Zen, myself,
We need some new
Hanford.
blood on the wheel.
So Zen get the turntable. I myself, Hanford got a sniper. Donnie got the other shield maiden.
One of those
Bibu,
oof
Whiplash,
packs,
Follow,
just like the meme. Oof.
Madame got the hyperspace slammer, and CCRY got the Andromeda. Yeah, and the first one is the first pack is nothing much to shout about either. So
Turn the
Of
algorithm
course,
on next time. Come on, Pete.
4, isn't it?
oh. Yeah, but look at this. I mean, like we're like what? Not even three days in, no, 4 days in, and ultra rares are min 32s already.
Show us your
Brutal, right?
royal. Show us your royal pineapple.
Oh, sure. But
I worry, CCRY.
pineapple.
Hopefully we can.
So 1 goal, 2 goal, 3 goal.
Oh,
Oh, wait. I'm missing 1 goal.
No,
Wait a
it's down
minute.
at the
Who stole
bottom.
my goal?
There it is.
Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, for a moment yeah, so that's 4 gold, and then the 4 summers 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Did you buy the gold speed?
Traded. I traded 1 with you. Traded 1 with what's his name? 4B
You gotta trade with
you.
Yeah, trade with me.
Ivory Eagle. Yeah, that's a Phoenix. I traded him my Phoenix for his Phoenix, and I traded EMAS. EMAS I traded for this one and this one. So yeah, that's about it.
wow.
That's a wrap.
We-
I'm done with this set. No, I still got to collect my rainbows, but yeah.
I don't think it's I think it's probably gets harder and harder to complete the ultra rare sets, doesn't it? I think
Yeah,
so.
it's a lot harder.
The supersets are harder because it's 25 pieces right now, and 4 of them are slammers.
Yeah, and also the fact that these KOGs are split over a lot more people, and half of them are not even trading. So
Yep. Which is why I said
Well, it helps that they're putting them on the marketplace for very low prices.
Actually,
the
I saw
who actually had the pineapple goals were nice people and were part of the community. So I was lucky in that. I think if you got somebody who didn't want to trade, then yeah, that's going to be tough.
I saw I saw someone put a heap of slammers on the market cheap. I don't think that they understand that You know, like I think for those who've been around a couple of editions, you know that the rare slammers are rarer than ultra rare non-slammers, and we had someone not understand and put on a ton of them cheaply, and I saw it, and I literally waited for about 25 seconds, I think, and I went and thought, oh, I'll snap those up, and then I went, every time I clicked on it, had a little green bar at the top saying someone just bought that, and it didn't matter which sequence I did. This person's like a machine gun. I don't know how they got in there and got them all. It's like some sort of rapid fire.
It's probably Gralic.
Gralic's got the best purchase of every single edition. Haven't you, Gralic?
Yeah, it's one of my tactics. The first hour I open packs, and the second I'm ready with my sniper, watching the markets. That's the only thing I do.
Yeah, that was you, Bee-Boo, was it? That was what? Yeah, it was there was a ton that came on the market at the same time. Was that you, Bee-Boo? Got to watch out for you.
10 wax? What the heck?
Yeah, I got an ultra
Man.
rare. I think it was a Hydra or something for 15 wax.
Someone was saying yesterday. I'll have a look here. If you click on the Explorer and have a look at sales, and you go to KOGs 3rd edition, someone bought a ultra rare as well, foil. Let's have a look. 3rd edition.
I got an ultra rare foil off the market, super cheap.
Ultra rare foil, cheapest. There's got to be some sort of record book that we've got to have, Pete. Someone bought an ultra rare foil.
I don't want to track those stuff. It makes me depressed.
I always think to myself, how do these people must have alerts set up? Because it's always, isn't it always PN Dow and Ugraw? It's always the same suspects.
It's the same suspect since 1st edition, Benny.
Bibu bought an ultra rare slammer for 100 wax yesterday. Come on, you're kidding me. Is this a joke? Slammer ultra rare.
I got a number 1 Peacekeeper Scorched Earth for 299 wax. Number 1 rare RFOX Slammer for 299 wax.
What?
A number 1 Hydra Scorched Earth for 250 wax.
Come on. I saw someone. Oh, I'm not going to talk about that one actually, because I'm still going to buy that. If I said
Number
that,
1 Amethyst Sunset 249 wax.
in the first edition, you remember we'd be on the call and we'd say, "Hey, look, someone's got X on the market for whatever," and you could not actually you could almost hear the breathing. People would just go clack clack clack, was gone. A foil
Check
first
this one
edition.
out. This was a beauty on sale night. Yeah.
You got that for how much? 150 wax. Holy crap.
I snatched a ton.
The first edition, I think the winner was no, that's a ultra rare foil slammer. I think it was let's have a look at all objects. Ultra rare. There was someone, remember the fat finger from the first edition?
Oh yeah. That one went off within like 1 second. It didn't stay on the market at all.
Is TJIQU still around?
What the heck, Gralic? 1,000 wax for gold. What the? That's brilliant.
Well, check out this, mate. Someone in the first edition, I think we've talked about this one so many times, but TJIQU. Is that person still around, Pete?
Yeah, it says it's player 2. It's player 2 on Telegram, I believe. I don't think it's on Discord.
They got a foil Bitcoin for 275 wax.
Yeah, and
For
back then
$30.
wax was like 3 cents, right?
I think it probably was. So that would have been
Yeah.
like a $10
Yeah,
foil.
exactly.
Holy crap! If you could only go back and do that again. Foil Satoshi was listed for 3,000 wax when we were on a call. Back then 3,000 was a steal. Yeah, I think that, as you know, I actually market bought about 100 Bitcoins and Bitcoins and 8 Bitcoins, and I was paying, I think, roughly around about I wasn't paying over $20 for a Bitcoin. I think I averaged about 23 by the time it got up. I think I got the whole. I averaged around about 23 and whatever those dollars were back then. It was crazy, Will. I actually went. I couldn't believe.
Benny, that's because you raised the floor on the Bitcoins.
You think?
Like how I raised the floor on the scuba divers. The scuba divers are not cheap anymore because I bought every single one.
Are they still? I can't. Yeah, some of those. The first ones are actually. Here we go. Ethereum. Someone bought you could buy Ethereum for $5 back in February. And what are they? They're cheap again now. I thought I had a theory that people were actually selling the 2 cheap so they could buy the 3 because you saw the price come down. But then someone was saying it was because that you could actually stake the 2nd edition on our planet, but you couldn't stake the 1st edition on the 3rd edition. These are all the best buys. $1.33. Was that UXP?
Oh yeah,
Holy crap!
I got a bunch more too.
Holy crap! Look, he bought a ultra rare for $1.33. Holy crap! That's way too cheap. And then a foil rare for $6.10. Good lord. Yeah, that's right, Will. I'm being careful this time. I used to tell people that I liked the Time Traveler because that was my favourite in the 1st edition. In the 2nd one, I liked the Valiant Protector. And I was trying to get all the Mint 1 foils. And I was paying a fortune for them. I wonder if there's any on the market. I haven't checked for ages. But you could not buy
this time around,
Sorry?
Benny just kept quiet. I mean, you told me what you liked, but I didn't tell the community, and you were just buying up all of them. The community still hasn't picked up yet, so.
Okay, well that's good. They were ultra rare. What are they? Ultra rare foils. True, Valiant Protector. You couldn't buy the Mint 1s. No one would let them go. There you go. $110 now. You couldn't buy the Mint 1s for under $66. There you go. You couldn't buy them for under I can't remember what they were back then. $300 or something for a Mint 1.
Yeah, I think the Reebok one's Grelix's biggest achievement, I believe.
The Reeboks?
Bro, the Reebok guy
The
tweeted
Reebok.
that. I didn't hear.
Yeah,
I didn't see the tweet.
Yeah, he was
He
crying on
tweeted, I
Twitter
think,
about
like,
it.
crying about 10 minutes after the sale.
Was it a fat finger, or did he intend to sell it at that price and just didn't know?
He intended
to sell it because
we went and checked his profile. Remember what a joke we had with that? We had a good time laughing on that one.
Yeah. Follow me and get rich. That's what he says. Yeah, all he does is collect free NFTs and flips them for like 1 wax or 2 wax or 10 wax, whatever it is.
Hey Z Train, did you still hang on to that one?
I traded it with him. He had another one. He needed that one, and I switched it with him. So I've got one, but not that particular one.
Wow. He's a free NFT flipper. Yeah. Follow him to learn how to trade. Is that what he says on his channel?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
hilarious.
How to get 10 wax for your Reebok NFTs? Yeah, that's true. Honestly, that's true. It is free, but the thing is that that once the who's gone in? Who here's been playing the new version of the game?
I have.
Yep.
How do you find it compared to the old version? Like, can you see the move towards the more mass appeal?
Yeah, definitely. I'm enjoying it, and I think the one thing that'll, I made this suggestion a couple times in the beta channel is having some depth, or like wandering around and finding competitors and not just going straight to the bosses and unlocking you if we buy a few packs. Like, give that some depth and it'll be even better. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. My kid, my son loves it. My daughter not so much yet, but
Well, I think Fads and Co have put a fair bit of time and effort into the play to earn side of things as well. So it's I'm not going to spoil any of their surprises for you on stuff that they're bringing out, but I think that all I can say is that those guys know what they're doing with the gaming side of things, and I think that the angles to try and be more inclusive is something that's really something that's going to be really worthwhile. But obviously, they've done an amazing job with the artwork and leveling up the third edition, and I think that this is going to be the edition that accompanies the game, and it's going to be much more suited to the mass market adoption and to the players coming in. So I think that the team did a great job of the quality of this set for sure.
Yeah, I'd second that, Benny. Like, me personally, I liked the first version better, but I completely understand that this is way more mass market appeal and a better fit for the overall project.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal, isn't it? Is the adoption, and it's taken a long time for us to get this to go through the iteration of a concept, and then through the first iteration, and then to the first release, and then to this one that's been so many more features and functions and stuff coming in and being added. It's been a very long journey, so it's going to be great to get it out on the market and have people finally getting that utility behind the NFTs, which is great. Because the thing is that you look at a lot of the NFT projects, and their real modus operandus is in relation to just sort of staking or some very one-dimensional. The fact that this can have utility across games is going to really going to be a differentiator in the market. So really looking forward to that. Yeah, it'll be nice to see more than just one player mode is open. Yep, for sure. I think that's. And can you beat the bosses? Can anyone beat the bosses?
yeah, I slammed them all pretty good. Even you, Benny.
What do you mean, even me? Is there any boss that's harder than the other bosses to beat?
No, I mean, sometimes your account is on fire, but it all depends on the first slam. And I've never had some of the experience some of the other guys have had, where they're getting thrashed by you guys because you always score over 40. That hasn't happened to me. So I've been sharing pictures of domination, especially Pete, and then listening to his computer version sound exactly like him whining. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
And do you like the comments?
Yeah. What is this hack to?
Yeah, the next version that comes out, he will have a royal superset in the game as well. He'll be blinged out.
First cog you ever bought was a Mint 1 Jeweled Earth foil Bitcoin. What did you pay for that, Matt? I wonder what he paid for that. Call me a hacker, I don't care. Tell me more about the tube rental system. I'll let Fad talk to you about that on the
$100.
$100 at the time. Cheapest you can buy now is what? What does a Bitcoin go for now? I think they're out of control. I stopped. I think the most expensive one I bought was about 150. I think I might have paid a couple of $100 for a foil mint one. $300 or something like that. I think.
I was
Here
on
we
the
go.
impossible task of getting that sunset for sunrise to sunsets, and ended up finding because of Adelaire popped number 13, sunset 8-ball. Once that happened, we were on the downhill slide. The Bitcoin was going 600 to 1,000, and someone put it up in the marketplace for like $300-400. So I snatched it up and was able to complete her sunset. And yeah, that was an amazing accomplishment. So
Well done.
those Bitcoins are expensive.
Yeah, look at the Jeweled Earth. I can't see one for I can't even see one. I can see a Jeweled Earth 8 Bitcoin. I can't see a Jeweled Earth Bitcoin. They are like impossible to get. What have we got? Border color, Jeweled Earth. Unbelievably. There you go. Cheapest one you can buy on the market is 3,303. The world's gone mad. 319 for an 8 Bitcoin. Whew. They're going to have some pretty special powers, aren't they? Question is, what will the usability be in the future, or will it only be for collecting? Which one are you talking about, mate? Grelic?
I'm talking about those foil Bitcoins and slammers from first edition, because they're really expensive. So the question is, yeah, will they have usability or not? You know, because yeah, you pay a lot for them. So will they do something? That's the main question.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's well, I think that the thing is that and I think Fads has talked to you about this before as well, is that we've always said since day one that we don't also believe that you know, there'll probably be people that bring in bigger titles to our platform than we produce ourselves down the track as far as games and stuff are concerned. So it's not only what we provide, but also what other people provide. But also you've got to take into consideration that once the metaverse comes into play, we've talked about keys, them being keys to other games and also for access to stuff as well. I've always told you that the RFOX 2020s will also be of value, and I know that there's some plans for those as well. It gets too expensive to crack first edition starters now. $750 is a lot to pay if it's a dud pack. Are they $750 a pack now?
About, yeah. Starter.
I saw that there was starters on sale for $340 the other day. COG starter, I think you could get them for $340.
I think they were tied to the wax because they were, when the wax was 20-some cents, they were around $700 a pack. But they kept
Yeah,
tied to
$440. You can buy 3 of them for under $500.
But no one's cracked any in forever. It's been over a month or two since anyone's cracked a starter. There's still 750 left.
Didn't Will crack one recently?
Not that I'm aware of. If there's 750 left, then no one's cracked any.
Okay, he did in April, 2 months ago.
Yes, I think that's probably the last one.
756. Yeah, so it would have been nice to have the RFOX VFOX tokens as the ultra rare crypto in 3rd edition. Lots of RFOX VFOX tokens. I think that, Madame, what we did in the 1st edition, if you remember back to, I don't know if you were buying RFOX ones in the 1st edition. In the 1st edition, Pete, can you remember what they were? You could get RFOX for nothing. They were not I think people worked out pretty soon into it that, hey, these are actually titled after the actual company and all the rest of it. And I think now you got cheapest you can buy anything RFOX is, you can buy the patented ones, just plain RFOX for $10. Cheapest you can buy a slammer, which is common. The common slammers are $20 each. Cheapest. Not many of them at all. I think
that's because there was some guy who was buying up all the RFOX common slammers. The floor
Who
for
was
these
that guy?
go up because can't remember, but there was somebody who has like hundreds of those.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he's on Telegram. He's one of the OGs from the GPK, and he only bought slammers. He didn't buy any cogs. He just bought slammers only. And he picked like one from each rarity and just went apeshit on it. I think in total he had like, I don't know, 1,000
You're not talking
slammers?
about Schwarzbach, or yeah?
Might be might be him. It's either him
Yeah,
or
could be.
I don't think it's Big Mike. I think it's he's one of those old OG guys from the I think the common ones he collected like Wax and RFOX. And
Yeah,
then
someone bought a ton of the wax foil cogs, the wax foil slammers, and they said, "You watch, these things will fly." And I was there like, "Nah, I'm not so convinced." And look, you can get one that's under $60 now, just one. It's amazing to think how expensive they've become now, and aren't they common?
Yeah, they're common slammer.
There you go, common wax slammer. Yeah, common. I ended up when I saw that he was snapping them all up, I bought 5 of them. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what price range that was. That was a long time ago. Here we go. Got yeah, about $10 each. So yeah, so I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see how the RFOX and VFOX ones go down the track. Alec, did you buy that for $881?
Which one you're talking about? The
foil.
Oh yeah.
No, I think when he
Yeah.
bought it, it was like 3 cents per wax, I think.
No, it was in April.
Oh no,
I don't
April was
remember
peak,
how
right?
high it was.
Probably
The
20
thing
cents.
is, I don't care about the wax price. I just have my wax amount on my ledger, and that's my budget, no matter which price it is.
Yeah, that makes sense, mate. With people who bring in bigger titles, will our first and second edition cogs be useful to those games? So what we've always said, people, is we want to actually increase the utility for cogs across other games. That's the goal. That would be awesome. But as far as whether other people provide, we don't know what they're going to build, right? So it's very hard to say. But yeah, I can't comment on what other people might build as far as the utility is concerned. Are people still buying at that price? I don't know which one you were talking about at that time, EMS. I think you're talking about the one above the Relic Port, right? I was asset rich at the time. You were asset rich, Will. Yeah, I noticed that the price spent on cogs or your NFTs in general didn't seem to go down in the down market, but the price of the value of them all just seemed to go down. I was there like, I don't think they're fixed. A few days ago, a few first edition packs were opened. What, you want to crack one, Chauncey? You know what, Pete? We should do that one night.
Benny, save it for our first anniversary of the first edition.
Should we do that?
On the first, on the first anniversary in August, I think it's August 23rd. We'll do that
as a wheel.
If you want a wheel, yes. I will crack one for myself on stream, but not as a wheel. Yes, sure.
All right. All right, we can do that. We can get one.
Yeah, let's set a date. August 23rd.
Yeah, exactly. Solid gold with no image may have a special utility. Craze, like I say, I'm gonna I don't want to box Fads and Co into corners or promise things on their behalf. I'll let those guys decide on what they want to do as far as utility is concerned for things like that. That is their court now. A Bitcoin wheel. Holy crap! Imagine that. If you put up 10 Bitcoins and had a wheel spin. Well, you're giving us some ideas now. Diamond Cog. Diamond.
I don't have 10 Bitcoins. I only know one person who holds 10% of all the Bitcoins. So maybe he might
He's in
want to
this chat.
sponsor 10 Bitcoins.
Really? Is he? He might have 100 or so, yeah. I've got a fair few. I gave away a few, and I gave because I collected the peach ones. No one wanted the peach ones. It was like a bubonic plague. Nobody. Sorry.
Bertok, he got the one. He won one, and then that's all he goes for is peach.
I actually, someone said to me, "Look how cheap the peach Bitcoin is," and I said, "Yeah, because it looks like I don't like it." And then they said, "But look how cheap it is." And then I thought, "Oh, all right, I'll just collect one." And then for some reason, I went from hating it to loving it, and I can't actually explain why, but I actually love the sight of it now. It's actually when I look at it, I get some sort of visual, positive endorphin release or something. It's absolutely, I think they're beautiful. Peach Dreams are very, very nice. And then it made me, I collected the Peach Dream in the second edition as well. I think it's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, so this one will come out, I think in a few days' time. But I think, Benny, we're doing the staff picks, right? What's your favorite cog, right? In the whole set? Yeah, mine is a Peach Dream.
If there was one complaint.
But only that one for that one design, because it matches the design. The Peach Dream matches the design, but I'm still a pineapple guy. I did change my name, by the way. My name's
Benny, if there was one complaint, I think from everyone, and it's not a bad thing. It's just that there was such good stuff picked for this set that we missed out on Quack animal, either the giraffe or one of those other three, the gorilla, and that they were not included. And there was a lot of people that were kind of bummed about that.
Right. Yeah, it's not to say that they won't be used. I'm not sure. I can't comment on that.
Yeah, Benny. We shall. I'd rather not mention it, but yes.
Okay. Cannot comment.
Cannot comment.
But I've heard UXP. Is the system in place to run the land auction? What kind of things need to happen before we see that? Yeah, so that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that, XP. I think it's pretty obvious. I've copped a bit of flack for how come we've sort of, been looking at this hype of so much stuff coming and so much to look forward to. Where is it? As stated, I realised that we're in a great space race, and we all did. And the thing is that if we build things in a linear fashion, we end up with a long timeline for delivery when you're using a 200-day debot model. So we decided to start building things all at the same time, which is a lot of pressure on the teams and all the people that we're bringing in. And I think, I don't know, a lot of you guys have been around since the beginning. We've got over 40 core members now, plus all of the contractors as well. So the team's getting huge, and we're bringing on a ton of new people, and they're having to hit the ground running straight away when they come in. So a lot of stuff going on. But as far as the tools and stuff are concerned, a lot of this stuff we're having to develop or build ourselves. And when we start building on other chains, I'll give Wax something. Wax had, Pete, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right in saying so. the tools that Wax have for NFTs, they set themselves up to be very successful. If you look at Binance Smart Chain, who are trying to like really dominate now, there's nothing there. It's I can't even imagine what Wax would have been like back in the day when they had this fewer tools. But it'll move.
So Benny, yeah, I'm just going to correct you a slight smidge there. So Wax, when Wax started, I think they were running on simple assets. That was their first foray into it, and then they did a hackathon in which the two guys, which now call themselves Pink GG, right, who run Atomic Hub, created that atomic asset that basically brought Wax to the next level. Prior to that, Wax was, I think a lot better than what like BSC is right now. But I think the atomic assets brought it way up to the next level. It was very well thought of.
It is. It's amazing. You got to give credit where credit's due. But as far as that's concerned, XP, we're getting much, much closer. And the reason we've held back from giving exact dates is because we've got a couple of key dependencies, and one of those is the assets, and one of those is the auction ability. So we're getting much, much closer now, and we're trying to make sure that we don't go out and talk about things prematurely, that we just get this stuff right. But I think it's fairly safe to say now, from the asset side of things and from the way things have shaped up, people are gonna think it's been worth the wait, 100% for sure and certain. So I'm not going to oversell it, and I'm not going to give you an exact date now, but it's coming very shortly.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to give any hard dates or whatnot. Just like a general sense of, okay, these boxes are starting to check and things are, on track.
Yeah. I'll be honest. We had a period there where we started thinking to ourselves, we have bitten off a lot to chew here, and we've got a lot of little pieces and a lot of things moving. And I think the one thing that's also very important is, like Fads and his team have done really well in trying to come in, get a game going, get the next edition out, and try to get things moving in a linear fashion. And we've sat down and sort of said, we can keep building the way we're building. Fads can build his stuff. We can build a venture over here. We can build a venture over there. And Pete knows, because he's behind the tech as well, is that you're going to end up with 10 different things, and they are going to be 10 different things. And the whole idea of what we've set out to build is an interoperable ecosystem. So we've had to really sit down, have a come to Jesus sort of look in the mirror and sort of say, how do we make sure that we're having one login system? How are we making sure that it all ties together? And you've seen it. If you're building on releasing NFTs on Wax and on Ethereum and on BSC and all the rest of it, there's still not a great system for how you get that flowing smoothly. And if you think about it from the perspective of, you don't want to be bridging NFTs at this stage, it's too early, there's too many issues with minting and stuff, but you want to be able to do wallet lookups or amalgamation, or make it easy for the people to have one place they log into. So we're trying to solve some quite serious things now, and a lot of people haven't tackled part of the stuff that we're trying to tackle. But what would you say, Pete? I think in the last month or so, we've really sort of started to our plan for what we're doing become a lot more solid.
So initially, I think we were building everything independently, but now we're starting to, I'm starting to ask the questions, hey, what is this going to be working with? Because the last thing I want is to build something and then tear it all down because it doesn't work with, let's say, the vault, the metaverse, and and everything else. Because I mean, there are ways that you can build things that could be fast, but that doesn't mean that it's good for the longer term picture. And we always have the end in mind, right? So we sometimes it's okay to spend a bit more time building properly than building something now and then tearing it down and rebuilding it. It's how I like to how I like to explain in layman's terms is when you're architecting IT systems or software, it's very similar to architecting buildings. So Benny, so when you come to me and says, hey, I want to build a house, I'm like, cool. How many stories do you want? Oh, just one floor, that's fine. And you put the foundation, you put the house and all that. And then after you build it, you lived in it, and then you come back to me and says, hey, I want to put 2 more stories on top of it. I say, you can't, because foundation is not strong enough. The whole damn thing is going to drop, right? And then we demolish the whole thing, rip out the foundation, put in new foundation, and build a 3-story house. But that would actually means that there's throwaway work. Sometimes it's okay to do throwaway work, but I'd rather not work in that manner. I'd rather build something that we can build on top of.
And to be honest, we're asking.
So the sales page that you guys used to buy with RFOX, that's one of the foundational things that we used to build on top of that. And to build that, the foundation for that was actually RFOX Finance. So it's just built on top, one on top of another.
And pretty soon it will be one big thing, one big ecosystem. But the thing is that we've got a lot of new people coming in, and we've got a lot of people working flat out. And no matter how fast we hire, we're always going to be stretched because we are growing fast and we are building something of significance. And the last thing you want to do is put people through the ringer and then say, right, what you just did's no good anymore, start again. It's a pretty demoralizing thing to go through. And the one thing I will say is that externally, if you look and say, well, hang on, this was supposed to be happening, or we want this faster, we could slapdash something together and get it out and say, yay, we made it out in the market, the right part of the market. But the fact is that it's short-term thinking and it's going to fall over, and we're going to get renowned for putting out garbage stuff, and that's not going to happen. But the second thing is, like, you guys don't get to see behind the scenes, but even today, like, we have very, very we're holding each other accountable, and we're making sure that we're doing the best we possibly can. And the good thing is that that's great, because we want to improve. We want to do better at everything that we do. We want to look at making sure that we tick the boxes and say we did some things really well and they were successful, and some things we did were really garbage, and we want to make sure that we improve on those. And the good thing is that we're acting like an organisation that's much larger than we are already. And that's how we have to be. So I think that what's going to happen is, for this little period of things taking a little bit longer or going a little bit slower, I think in hindsight, when people look back 3 or 4 years from now, they won't even remember this. It'll be a blip on the map, and we'll have some amazing stuff out, and that's all that people will see and remember. And that's what's really important.
Yeah, that's for the external people, Benny. I will remember this time frame, because this is the most fun time frame.
I actually said that today. I actually said that to a couple of people today. I actually really like this period, because this is the messy period of we go from mad scientists to actually building fast, and you work out who's built for the pressure and the running, and who's built for the designing, and you sort of work out what you've got and who you've got. And I think it's going to be a really good period for us. Oh yes, all right. Your DJ now is starting. Oh, come on, look at that. Is that a Donald Trump picture? Thanks very much, Craze. Appreciate it. Just before, is there anything else before I go? Because I'm cutting into your DJ now that you want to ask. The one thing I was going to say is, Pete brought up a good point and said that they did a hackathon and got the guys from Pink. I've been talking to Wade about the fact that we should start very shortly, Pete. We should look at the opportunity to open up some grants for some of this community, if we can get the right things going, and we've got a right objective. Yep, get some people to start submitting some stuff that could click into what we're building, and that'd be awesome. I think happy to put up some funds for that. Oh, nice, thanks. I saw that one. All right, I'll leave you with it, guys. Thank you very much for coming. Sorry that the packs were terrible. We'll turn the hamsters on properly next time, and I'll see you next week.